Beautiful fam, and welcome to Calling All Lightworkers, guys. This is guidance for the week of April 20th. I know I did the zodiac guidance for everybody this week, but this is particularly for those who feel called to do service, especially during this great awakening, during this ascension process that we are all moving through as we enter, or as we have entered the age of Aquarius. And I've decided every week to just be a channel and to guide and to communicate whatever the divine wants to communicate and how we can best serve, step up, what's our next step. I think for many people who feel called to this work, we feel a little stuck or really full of energy, like we want to do something, we don't know quite what, and it's frustrating, and so we feel heavy. And I just want to spend time every week to just see what comes through, how we can best serve, how we can best grow and create and act in accordance with whatever feels right for you guys. And this Lightworkers, we come in all shapes, sizes, professions, purposes. So this is a general guidance. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I just hope this serves you. Okay, guys, let's get started. This week. Switch decks. All right, we're going to start here. King of Wands, the Sun, the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands. Sorry, two decks. They look different with the same, or two different decks. Nine of Swords, Six of Coins, Ace of Wands. Right out the gate, this is all about vision. Now, I know that, guys, it's not going to be all of a sudden we know our path, we're opening up businesses, we're doing all these things. This week is really about staying in alignment with our vision, because we're going to be contesting with some negative thought patterns this week. I picked this up when I was doing a lot of the zodiac readings, with King of Wands being the first card. Not only is the King of Wands the visionary, everything, and don't look at gender here, but everything that this archetype sees and puts out there, it's in service of all. How it can best serve everybody, benefit everybody. And when I say everybody, it's just humans, animals, sentient beings, the world, the collective, and maintain that without future tripping. Okay, when we have the Sun card, the universe is saying whatever vision you're being inspired to hold or to have, whether that's more personal or grand and everything in between, is going to be successful. The Sun card is the yes card in traditional tarot, and it's about success. No matter what this vision is, it will be successful. I think so many of us are feeling a little heavy, a little thick, and when we future trip or kind of see the totality of it, we can sometimes feel burdened with just the idea. It's like when you have like a big paper to write or a big project to do at work. Getting started is the hardest part because it feels like a mountain. But once you get started and it's been like 4 hours and you're like, oh my God, I'm 75% done. Like, why did I procrastinate? They're saying, hold that vision and remember it's not about just you, it's about everybody. And sometimes when we shift the focus from the ego, how I look, how I'll be perceived, what if I get it wrong? It's not you, it's through you. It's not just for you, it's for everybody. And remember, recognizing that and keeping that in focus really does release a lot of that BS responsibility. Like, hey, you know what? I'm doing my best. Like the pipe never wonders, am I going to be a good pipe? It just allows water to run through it. The water is not the pipe's job. Staying open is the pipe's job. Allowing things to move through the pipe, that's the pipe's job. That's us. The inspiration, the guidance, the energy, whatever it is, the creation moves through us. So don't feel so stressed out about that because it's from a higher space, so just stay open. So at the very least, your big job is to ground, clear, meditate, do the inner work. If you feel a lot of triggers coming up, think of triggers as all the little blocks in the pipe. Every time you work on yourself, clear yourself, raise yourself, you are doing the work, and when even your soul family, there's a light worker that's born in every soul family, sometimes more than one, depending on that family's karma. But as one soul evolves and rises in frequency, it brings the energetic, I want to say the whole, the average up with whoever it is. Now, soul families can be blood and they don't necessarily have to be, but when one rises, it brings up everybody. The Eight of Coins. Right now, guys, This is all about the training, the work. So many of us want to rush into the front lines, but we haven't prepared. Like I think I spoke of this before, and it's going to take time. So if we're looking that every week it's going to be like climb, 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 obviously the collective, we still need to do the work. With Eight of Coins and Eight of Wands, it says, look at, spend the time you need to read that book, study higher consciousness, the awakening. Maybe I've been reading everything from Gnostic Bible, traditional Bible. I've been reading higher consciousness, divine prophets. I've been all over the place reading about it, and it has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with the purity of the word, the original, and when we read some of these things, it raises our vibration, raises our consciousness. Do the study you feel drawn to do, whether it's you're practicing Eckhart Tolle or some more modern, Neville Goddard or Ernest Holmes, all the way to the way earlier meditations, my favorite Paramahansa Yogananda or any of the other gurus or prophets. It's right now, it's about studying, and maybe quantum physics, quantum mechanics. Right now, it's growing and understanding, right? You don't teach a class unless you know what you're talking about. You're not going to step up and do the work unless you have all this behind you. I think Albert Einstein says this well. He says, if you can't explain a concept simply so that children could understand, then you don't really know it. It's something along those lines. I know it's not verbatim, but it's basically what he said, right? So if you feel guided to do this and teach, build it up. With the Eight of Wands on top of it, the universe says every time you study, boom, it's going to move fast. Eight of Wands is a very fast card. All that is required of you, instead of like resisting the growth and the training and the learning, every book, everything that you absorb, boom, moves you forward a mile. Boom, moves you forward a mile. The universe is like, we want to get you going, but we need that consciousness, that awareness, and your own evolution to do so. Page of Wands, as you learn, as it pushes, the opportunities will present themselves because it's the Page of Wands. That's a very unique card. It's going to be opportunities unique to your ability, skill, your ingenious way of looking at things, your own creativity. So no one's opportunity is obviously going to be the same. There's millions of us. But it's exciting, it's new, and it needs you. Yes, you, that person here thinking eating chips like me, are you sure? Yes, you, I'm sure. Everybody, we're all needed, but you must do the work. You can't like just buy a gym pass, go once, and then complain you don't got a six-pack. You can't read a couple pages of that book and then all of a sudden you're, an avatar. That's not how that works. If you want to do good, you have to understand whether you're an advocate, learn the justice system. If you want to be a teacher, really hone what it is your craft. So you have something to offer here. You have the Nine of Swords. I think a lot of us, like I said in the beginning, negative mindset. You're already waiting. You're already sabotaging the self or thinking you're going to fail before you've even tried, in which case you've already failed. No, get out of your mind. Everything that you're worried about, stressing about. I know we see what's happening, and I've done my own research, to all the horrible crap, whether it's 5G or Pizzagate, all of that. But the Nine of Swords is, do your research fine, but try to be as objective as possible because sometimes we can go down rabbit holes. This is too deep. It is too large. It's too much. Who am I? Who are we? How could we possibly? No, that's a self-sabotage. Pull yourself right out. Cut your cords. Cleanse yourself every single day. I tell people, cutting your cords, if you do any kind of work, even with the public, maybe you just work at the DMV. If you work with people, if you work with multiple energies, cord cutting and energetic cleansing, that's a way of life. You do this, I do it every single day. And you get it down to like a rhythm. It doesn't have to take 15 minutes. The link I give down below for free, it's longer, but because it's a very in-depth, full cleanse purge, So take what you want, make it your own. Archangel Michael with your sort of like cut all unhealthy cords from all of my bodies in every direction of space and time now. Done. 8 seconds. Mean it, of course, but cleanse and clear it, guys, because if you can't get past your own mind, that's the trickster right there. You're never going to start. Surrender it up. 99% of the things you're stressed or worried about or fear are not going to come to pass. However, if you focus on it long enough, it will. Why? Because you're a creator. You're a manifester. It's quantum physics 101. Whatever you focus on, particles begin to build and create that reality. It wouldn't have happened, but you helped it. You focused on it and you created it. So cut those cords, surrender to the divine. I always ask the divine to fill me with peace and love and light in its place and just take that shit. I don't want to deal with it. Six of coins. a lot of people are worried too, and I can understand this, you know, like, oh, but I have to work and I have to pay bills. Understandable. I get it. But this work, the work you're called to do, whatever it is, Six of Coins is guaranteed financial abundance doing this work. Don't worry about how many clients I need to have to pay those bills. Don't worry about, oh, how am I going to make 7 figures? Focus on the service and on your creativity, your spiritual creativity. And Six of Coins, gifts of abundance, money, time, support, opportunities, networking. They're going to flow in ways you cannot understand, comprehend, or expect. So stop trying to figure it out. Every time things came in, even at the very last minute, it came in a way that I didn't even know. So those 5 million hours I wasted trying to figure out how it's going to come in, waste. It came in a way that I didn't even know it was going to come in. Hone your craft, learn, study, service, creativity, and the abundance will come. Money is not a bad thing. A knife can be used to cut food or stab somebody with it. It's what you use with it. Money is a necessary energy. It's a beautiful thing. It can feed, it can support, it can help. But there's more ways that abundance comes in. The universe is going to bless you with this. So if you're worried, how am I going to do this and support? Surrender it. We're out of the age of belief. We're moving into the age of knowing. In the beautiful words of my friend Mike Mejia. That's so you have to know in your heart the divine is going to support me. Know it. You know, practice. And that's something maybe you have to practice there too. I highly suggest reading Autobiography of a Yogi, guys. It'll change your life. Lastly, Ace of Wands. You are guaranteed not just the financial success and the prosperity and abundance that's going to support this work. You're going to be given the opportunity. And with the Ace of Wands, guys, a lot of us light workers, we're going to move around. The Ace of Wands is about travel. It's about connecting, new opportunities that offer passion, excitement, and wonder. Are they challenging? Yes, but they're badass challenges. What if someone's like, I love your work. I really want you to speak. I have 3 locations in New York, London, and LA. Can you talk at these different locations in a matter of a week? Yes, I'll go. You know, things like that. It's going to move and it's going to be exciting. So my beautiful light workers, don't get too comfy. I'm sure there are some that are definitely meant to serve on a more community basis. But we're an international community. We're spread and we're connected. There's so much opportunity for expansion and experience and travel and wonder and prosperity. But right now, you got to keep your eye on the bigger vision, how you can serve and start studying, training, researching. And if you're like, Angelique, I don't know what to train or research or whatever. What tickles your fancy, boo-boo? I'm really into miracles. I really want to hear about it, or I'm really into the East, and I want to read about India and the yogis, or maybe I just want to read about quantum physics. Maybe I want to learn about marketing. Maybe I want to learn about sustainable gardening, hydroponics. Don't judge what you're being drawn to. Just go do it because you're meant to do it in that arena. It can be architecture, it can be drawing, art, music. Whatever it is, my beautiful light workers, we're going to have to speak a million different languages of art, of spoken word, of song, of dance, of working with the earth, of working in silence. So whatever it is you're drawn to, go. Just go and start there and let it flow, guys. The universe is supporting this in every way. I really hope this serves you. If anybody out there is still a little, uncertain of their purpose, I do soul readings if you're interested in that. My link is down below. Otherwise, my free link for cord cutting and clearing is also there, my workshops. Any questions, feel free to message me, guys. Otherwise, I hope this serves you, and I will see you guys next week for next week's reading. Take care.